You have to remember this is a profession. This is a career, and you need to act accordingly. Treat yourself as if you are the business owner that you are, influencers and content creators. Hey y'all, it's Kameron with the K coming to you guys with a new video. I'm really excited about today's video because I'll be spilling some legal tea about influencer marketing agreements. For those of you that don't know, I am a licensed attorney as well as an influencer and content creator and entrepreneur. I practice business law with a focus on influencer marketing, specifically agreements and contracts at the moment. I love everything about the legalese behind the scenes of an influencer brand deal contract. I love it. I love the terms. I love the negotiating. I love making sure that influencers and creators get paid what they deserve. I love finding those legalese terms where we can tack on additional rates and additional payments for those. If you haven't already, follow my second Instagram. My first one is Kameron Monet. My second one is geared towards specifically helping influencers. Both, I share tips on both. So if you're gonna follow one, you might as well follow the other. But follow Creative's Law Library. That's where I'll be sharing more resources that you can use. Stay tuned for that. I'm still in the process of building that up. But of course, I had to come to YouTube and spill some tea. If you haven't seen my other videos about it, I will leave links in the cards as well as in the description box below so you can check that out. But without further ado, let's get into this tea. Oh, I have to give a disclaimer. Although I am a licensed attorney, I am not your attorney. You have to please seek local counsel in your jurisdiction. The best way to do that is whether you know an attorney in your area or call your local state bar association so you can get a referral. Simply, for example, you could call the Alabama Bar Association, explain to them what's going on, and they will give you a lawyer referral. Giving that disclaimer out there, this is not legal advice. This is for educational and informative purposes only. So here are 3 things I suggest every influencer to consider when working with a brand. The first one is you need a contract, period. I do not care if it's a free opportunity or a paid opportunity. If the brand is obligating you to do something in return for payment or for no payment, if they're saying, okay, we're gonna send you the free products, no payment, but you have to post. If you are obligated to do something in return, you need a contract. Let me break that down even further because I know that seems confusing. So what would be a circumstance that you would not need a contract? For example, if you're getting PR, a lot of times brands just reach out to a variety of influencers. I'm a part of a few PR opportunities where the brand just consistently sends me their new launches or new products or something they think I would like as like a gift. That is literally a gift. You do not have, I don't have to post about it. I don't have to talk about it. Y'all may never see it. Sometimes I talk about it and it's like the launch was like 3 months ago. There's no obligation for me to do anything. It's just simply like a gift. As if I was gonna send y'all a gift or your parent was gonna send you a gift or your cousin, your friend, your grandma, an auntie, them, somebody. It's a gift, sis. That's completely different. Of course, you should definitely say, you know, this is gifted, or NAR sent this over to me, or Alta sent this over to me, or whomever is the person that sent you the PR. It's of course really nice to tag them, use their hashtags. That's also how you build an organic relationship with a brand, but that's a whole nother video, okay? Let me know in the comment section below if y'all want to see more tea about working with brands as an influencer and things like that. I would love to share, especially with like a little legal perspective, of course, being a licensed attorney. But if it's that situation, no, you don't need a contract because you're not obligated to do anything. But as soon as there's an obligation on your behalf, as soon as a brand is expecting you to do something, expecting you to post some type of content, whether it's on their platform, your platform, multiple platforms, that's when you need a contract. It doesn't have to be a long contract. It doesn't have to be a very complex or complicated contract. I actually have a contract template for influencers with the influencer in mind. I also will be creating a contract with the brands in mind very soon. Depending on when you watch the video, it may already be up. You can check that out at KameronMonet.com/Creatives Law Library. So you can check that out. But the influencer contract is geared for influencers. It is there to help you out. I also have a mini training along with my contract templates. You guys can check that out, where I just do a video over the contract to explain to you how to use the template, how you can personalize the template, customize the template, some terms and things of that nature. So definitely check that out if that's something you're interested in. But I say all this to say that contracts are important to protect yourself. I know a lot of times they seem scary. They seem, well, why would I sign this? I feel like I'm signing my life away, or I don't understand these terms. I don't understand what's going on. Again, that's when you should definitely seek legal counsel of some sort. Talk to an attorney. We're here to help. Talk to an attorney. Also, Google, do some research on terms. Don't just gloss over the terms like, oh, it's gonna be fine, and you just signed your whole life away because you ain't know what perpetuity was, and perpetuity was forever. forever, for the rest of your life, okay? That's a long time. Forever is a long time. Forever is a long time. All right, so I hope that was clear. If y'all have any questions about anything that I'm talking about, do not hesitate to leave me a comment. I'm here to help. And I'll add this little caveat. If you agree to do something in an email, whether you or the brand agree, that is a form of a contract. That is a legally binding document. Now, although I recommend putting it in a contract form. So essentially all the details, you're going back and forth in the email. So what is the time frame? When are the deliverables due? What are the deliverables? When should you post? Do you have to submit? How many reshoots? How are you going to get paid? Is there a late payment fee clause within that contract? If there is, if someone breaches the contract, what happens? All of those things, just go in a Word document and there's your contract. Number 2, make sure your rate aligns with the brand deal in its entirety. I'm gonna read that again. Make sure your rate aligns with the brand deal in its entirety. For example, I have worked with several clients, and right now I have 3 in my beta test group for a potential service that I will be offering to y'all, so stay tuned. But for example, they sent her over a form, and in that form, it just discussed that at the very top, it said there's no usage, there's no rights, we're giving you full discretion and everything. We just need you to sign this form, it's fine. But at the very bottom, they went into a lot of detail about a license that they would have as soon as they posted it if she didn't give them a written notice. Even though right at the top they said, it's all yours, nothing is ours, it's fine. With that added license, now all of a sudden you are dipping and dabbing into some usage rights, because a license is essentially like the top of the food chain, and the usage is like the details within the license. Let me explain that a little bit better. So if you think of like the word fruit, a specific fruit is an apple. So a license would be the term fruit, like a category. The usage rights define the expansion of that license right. So it would be an apple, a blueberry, a grape. I hope that makes sense. That makes sense in my head. If I need to explain that more in another video, just let me know. But once we found that extra element to that contract, we realized, okay, wait, now they're asking for a license for something. That's an additional payment. So you want to make sure your rates align with everything within that contract that it states. Usually we're basing our rates off just the deliverables, what we're giving them. So that would be like 1 Instagram in-feed post and 2 to 3 Instagram story frames and 1 YouTube video integration. Deliverables. However, usage rights, licensing, whitelisting, how long they will use it, so perpetuity, all of these different terms you can loop into a category of additional payment terms. There's several. So with that being said, also exclusivity, how could I forget that? Exclusivity is a big one. You definitely want to look out for those terms and say, wait a minute, we didn't discuss before getting this contract that there was going to be exclusivity, which means I can only use your specific product. I cannot work with other brands that are similar to your product, or a list of brands that they list you, or a list of products. With that being said, I'm essentially missing out on that payment because I'm agreeing to be exclusive to only your brand or only your product. That's an additional payment, which on the front end you might not have considered because you're just thinking of the deliverables when you're coming up with your rates. So make sure your rates cover the brand deal in its entirety. So number 3, last but not least, is to undercommit and over deliver. So what that means is if you agree with a brand to post 1 Instagram in-feed post and 2 to 3 Instagram story frames, maybe you give them 5 to 8 Instagram story frames because you're over delivering. I think it's always nice when working with any brand, especially if it's a brand you want to work with long term. Maybe you want to pitch something long term, or you know there's an upcoming opportunity that you want to be included on. You want to be in the list of influencers to work with. You want to be able to kind of underliningly pitch yourself by giving them something extra. I just think it feels good to give something extra, and usually, I won't say all the time, but usually we have like an extra photo that came out cute, or like a few little stories we could do, you know, and it won't be too much for us to do. Again, especially if it's a brand that you absolutely love, say it's a dream collaboration and you really want to continue to work with that brand and build that relationship stronger. I know brands really appreciate that, and I try to do that with every single collaboration. I give at least something extra. It may not be like a whole nother video or a whole nother picture or a carousel, but I try to give something extra. Honestly, being respectful in emails and nice and understanding and upfront and honest and communicating also goes a very long way in this profession. You have to remember, this is a profession. This is a career and you need to act accordingly. I've heard too many stories from brands as well as other influencers where it's the brand that was rude or disrespectful or unprofessional, or even on the other side where there's influencers that are just not used to being in, I guess, a professional setting. So the language that they're using in emails is just not professional. Treat yourself as if you are the business owner that you are. Influencers and content creators, you all are business owners if you want to act like it. Once you start making money and realizing, you know what, there is something here. Let me get an LLC. Let me get a EIN number. Let me get a business expense account. And all of these things, you are a business owner. You are a CEO and you are a founder of your company. Act accordingly in emails, y'all. I promise you, it goes a long way. Long way. And I know there's a lot of younger people that are becoming influencers quickly. They're gaining a quick following, and it's no shade. I'm just trying to look out for y'all. Put on your best wishes per the contract, per the email. Okay, get your professional on, okay? Because this is a profession. Period. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. I hope this video was really helpful. Do not forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Leave me some comments down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video. Also, share this video with any other influencers you know, creators, brands, businesses, that this might be helpful or useful. So I just hope this was helpful. I really hope to bring value. Also, let me know any other videos you all want to see kind of in this general area, because I'm really trying to spread all the knowledge and give you guys as much value as I can. So I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in my next video. Later.